Hello and welcome back to Webcast News. I'm your host as always, James Etheridge, and in today's video, YouTube channel H3H3 Productions are getting sued by a fellow YouTuber. North Korea backs Donald Trump to become the next US president. But firstly, for this video's top story, and if you hadn't already guessed what it may have been, it does go to the gorilla shooting at Cincinnati Zoo. This has been going around a lot, so you may have already seen either a video on this or a written report on this, so I'm just going to briefly go through it. A 4-year-old child fell into the gorilla enclosure at Cincinnati Zoo on Saturday. The gorilla in there was a 17-year-old silverback gorilla called Harambe. The video footage is the best explanation for the rest of this, really. The gorilla is seen standing over the child, then grabs the child by the ankle and drags it through the moat. And in other video footage, it's seen picking the child up, seemingly almost checking it over and some people believe protecting it, but that's a bit difficult after you've seen it drag the child through the water. And then it goes to the gorilla climbing a ladder with the child, to which then zoo staff are able to get to the child and the gorilla, and sadly Harambe was killed to save the child. And I don't mean sadly the child was saved by killing the gorilla, I mean sadly the gorilla was killed. After this story broke, it all kicked off and basically all hell broke loose on social media. A lot of people took to social media to basically hugely attack the mother of the child, which was 32-year-old Michelle Gregg. And there's also some aimed at the father, which was Dion Dickerson. Death threats have been sent to the parents, huge attacks on social media. It got pretty dark. And then some people also going against what the zoo did. They weren't happy that they killed the gorilla, thinking, tranquilize it. Why did you have to kill it? A lot of experts in the field of zookeeping and in the field of gorillas actually backed what the zoo did, saying in basic terms that it was the right thing to do because tranquilizing would have just made the gorilla more agitated. And gorillas can be vicious and dangerous at the best of times, so the child was in serious danger. And now the latest update to this story is that police are now investigating the family of the child who fell into the gorilla enclosure. And they're going to see whether they will be able to actually press any charges against the parents, but at the moment it's unclear and they actually don't know what charges they would be. Cincinnati police will not be investigating the zoo, however, but federal government will be doing a review of the actions taken by Cincinnati Zoo. And with everyone already really taking to social media to voice their opinion on this story, I thought, well, perfect time to open up that comment section again. Let me know what you think of this entire news story in the comment section down below. Do you think the parents are to blame? Do you think the zoo acted too quickly in killing the gorilla? To be honest, in my opinion, the zoo did the right thing. The child was in danger. That was, I think, fairly obvious. Some people only saw little bits of the video, like selected areas, so the gorilla standing over the child, the gorilla picking the child up and seemingly checking it over, and what they didn't see was the gorilla dragging the child on a concrete floor. That bit kind of makes it bad. And then yes, it's the parents' fault. Keep an eye on your children in a place where there are dangerous animals being kept. You don't just ignore your child. And then moving on to YouTube news, which has actually been around for about the past week since the initial first video came out on this. And that is of H3H3 Productions, who are being sued by a fellow YouTuber over a video that they made about that fellow YouTuber. H3H3 Productions is run by Ethan and Gila Klein, and they make content reviewing certain topics or videos on YouTube. One video that they actually made on their second channel was about a YouTuber known as Matt Hoss Zone, who does a combination thing of parkour and picking up women, which I'm just going to put this out there. That sounds like one of the worst ideas I've ever heard. It sounds like he got smashed and went, oh, this would be a good idea, but then never sobered up. Now, apparently, Matt Hossone didn't take the criticism that H3H3 had for him, so he has decided to sue them. Now, what he's suing them for is fair use, which his complaint is that he never gave H3H3 permission to use his videos in their video. But really, we all know that this is someone who can't take criticism. In the video that H3H3 released just over a week ago, they said that the amount that this would cost them, even if they win the case, would be around $100,000. And even though it does seem like they would win the case if you know YouTube, it's just reviewing content is what they were doing. The problem is that courts don't really understand that on YouTube, and all they see is someone taking someone else's content and putting it for use in their video to make money, which is basically copyright. So the likelihood of them just walking in and winning is very small, which is why the costs just build up and get towards that 100,000. However, there has been a financial salvation for H3H3 from fellow YouTuber Philip DeFranco. He started a GoFundMe page for H3H3's court costs, which was put up 6 days ago with the aim of reaching the $100,000. It reached that target in around about 21 hours, which is unbelievable, and as of recording is now in excess of $165,000. This has come from around almost 7,000 different donators in the space of the 6 days. And the money from this will be going to Ethan and Hiller in their court battle, but it will also go into a separate pot for other YouTubers who may get something like this in the future, where they're being sued over something this stupid and they need financial assistance. So it's a huge middle finger to stupid people on YouTube who think I can get popularity and money out of suing bigger YouTubers because they happen to use my content. And also, hopefully, it gets YouTube to have another look at their copywriting system, because it is broken, and that's been known for quite a long time. So again, on this news story, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I think I've made my views pretty clear. Matt Hossone is a twat, in basic terms. There we go. That was a pretty good summary, I think. And then finally for today's video, something a little bit odd, especially when I read the headline for this. North Korea are backing Donald Trump to become the US president. This comes from a North Korean propaganda website called DPRK Today, where the article called Donald Trump wise and backed him to become the next president after pretty much his comments saying that the US should leave South Korea and Japan to itself in their war against North Korea because they already have enough weapons, as well as Trump's comments saying that he would speak to Kim Jong-un. So what we can take from this is, North Korea are backing Donald Trump because it would mean the US wouldn't be against North Korea anymore, and North Korea don't want the US against them, they just want South Korea and Japan. But of course their excuse was, oh no, it would bring the unity of Korea closer. No, it just means you've got one less enemy to deal with. And on that note, that is it for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, social media for Webcast News will be on the screen, so you can go and check those out as well. I'm hoping to post a bit more on the Twitter page, so you got that to look forward to, possibly. And as always, thanks for watching.